The conversation tonight is based on the yesterday event at the National Assembly when the Senate passed what it called the Petroleum Industry Governance Bill, PIGB, a first part of a three-part legislation meant to help sanitize the industry. The PIGB is the first part of the Petroleum Industry Bill, which the National Assembly failed to pass in 2008, just about a decade ago. The Senate says it has broken the PIB into parts to allow for easy passage. The other aspect of the original PIB are Host Community Entitlement and Protection Bill and the Petroleum Industry Fiscal Bill, which are now in the committee stages. The PIGB, when signed into law, will allow for effective running of the petroleum sector. Well, some people have argued that the PIB that is currently worked on and part of it passed is a watered-down version, well, of what exactly it should naturally be. Let's get more insight from those who have been at the hallowed chambers of the National Assembly in some years past. Joining me is Senator Ganiyu Solomon, popularly called Gus, a former federal lawmaker who represented Lagos West, joins us now. Many thanks for joining us on the program, Senator Solomon.
It's a pleasure too.
And from our Benin studio is Honorable Patrick Obayagbon, who represented Edo State at the House of Representatives. Many thanks for joining us, Honorable Obayagbon. What a wonderful evening it is. Well, let's get the conversation started, shall we, gentlemen? With what you've seen, when you were at the National Assembly, you headed a lot of committee for the document that you're seeing from the summary of the PIG bill. Is there a good way to start with the PIB?
Well, I would say it's not a bad way to start. What I can describe now is, you pardon my pun, is an unbundling of the PIB itself. You see, the original petroleum industry bill sent to both houses in 2008 was quite voluminous. And for 2 tenors consecutively, nothing could be done about it. And you know the rules of the houses, the 2 houses. If you don't finish any of the bill, you have to start all over again. So what they've done actually is to break it into 2, 3, so that they will, starting with the less contentious one, so that at the end of the day, they will get to the contentious one. So rather than leaving it and the bills suffering what I can call collateral damage, what they've done is to divide into 3 and take it one by one. And of course, even the tranches, 1, 2, 3, the 2 other tranches have some other components beneath it. So at the end of the day, we may have 5, 6 bills. But that will have defeated the initial purpose of PIB. But left with no other option, I think that is the best way to go. And this has happened before. From inception, 1999, we started toying with the idea of amending the constitution of this country. But we couldn't until the 6th Senate, when they went away, they made away with contentious issues and concentrated on the minor, almost trivial ones. And we were able to successfully amended the constitution for the first time. We will have done the same for the second time, but for the Mr. President failing to assent his signature. I think it may be the best way to do it.
If you look at it, we've seen several versions. In fact, there was a time that on the floor of the National Assembly, they did tell a minister that the version that you have in your hands is not correlated with the one we have. From your experience and the things that you have gone through, does it look like a watered-down version?
Well, it's is not precisely the same bill that was sent in 2008, and that was also sent in every successive session of the National Assembly. This one actually originated from the Senate itself.
But does it make a good sense to you? This very one?
Yes.
Does it cater for the problems in the petroleum industry?
Standing alone, it does not, because we still have some
other aspects of it
that are yet to be considered. So unless they consider, what they've done is to consider them piecemeal.
Okay.
So rather than have the initial one, we're supposed to be one reference, master reference law for the industry, for the sector. You just hold one law,
okay,
and
but will it pass? Can they pass that can they take it to the president for asking in piecemeal?
Oh yes, they can.
Okay,
yes,
they can do the PIGB and do the other ones.
It's their prerogative. Okay. But it will have defeated ab initio the purpose of setting up the petroleum industry bill, which was to have a master reference law, just one law.
Okay.
And it will have been defeated because at the end of the day, we now have 5, 6 laws.
All right.